We all know that vitamins are essential for the human body to function normally. However, these substances can cause a lot of damage. After watching this episode to the end, you will know what can happen to the body if the doctor's recommendations are not adhered to when taking vitamins. In this episode, we will talk about the child who took 50 vitamin capsules for breakfast. We'll see how this affected his body. The story began with the transfer of the boy we call Tiggy, who is 14 years old, to the emergency room at the Schrender's Children's Hospital in Mexico, and he suffers from a broken arm, a toothache, in addition to weak muscles. The child was not a priority in the hospital, so he waited for a long time in the waiting room. During that, lost consciousness and fell into a coma, and the doctors did not understand what was happening because they had not seen a similar case before. One day, the mother went to the supermarket to buy some food. The family was not poor, but English was a problem for them. It was difficult for them to choose the right products due to not understanding what was written on them. Tiggy was fond of sweets. His mother bought him many sweets mixed with vitamins, and he used to eat about 40 pills of them daily for breakfast, as no one in the family knew that the sweets contain vitamins. After a few days, the mother noticed that her son's stomach was swollen, but she did not give much importance to that. If the mother took care of that at the right time and reduced the amount of sweets her son consumed, she would have succeeded in avoiding a serious health problem. One day, TG was sitting in front of the TV and decided to have some sweets. Bring a large box of 150 sweets. About an hour after eating them, the child can no longer control the urination process. He suffered severe tooth pain and flatulence in addition to pain in the throat. And when the mother tried to take her son to the hospital, he fell off the stairs of the house and broke his arm. He was taken by ambulance to the emergency room, and there was the shock, as the doctors thought it was just a normal fracture until the child fell into a coma, as the fracture was just the beginning of a serious problem. And after conducting many analyses, it was found that the child suffers from the bloating and fluid accumulation that led to the stomach swelling, and he also suffered from liver damage, and this was confirmed by the blood tests. Tests also showed that TG had a high level of calcium in the blood plasma. The interesting thing is that the child did not take any substances containing calcium, and this is due to the accumulation of vitamin A, which disrupted the work of vitamin D, and thus the process of regulating the level of calcium stopped, which led to an increase in its level in the blood and began to accumulate in the bones as he and vitamin A caused osteoporosis bones. Tiggy has been successfully treated, but there are damages that are difficult for doctors to treat, such as liver damage. Now Tiggy's story has become a lesson for parents to take into account their children's diet. What do you think of Tiggy's mother? Was she negligent in monitoring her son's diet or not?